You were someone who was disciplined. You were someone who was focused. You were someone who went after it. You were someone who worked hard at it. You were someone who believed. You were someone who had such great faith. Right? To some degree, one of those things is true. Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Diana. If you're new here, welcome. I just want to let you know that Mindset Ignition is linked below. Be sure to check it out if it's calling you, if it's for you, if you are wanting to get the ball rolling and start going after your dreams and achieving them. That's in the description box below. All right, let us get started. Today's quote states, "Your identity is holding you back." Let's dive in a little bit. What does that mean, your identity is holding you back? Well, my dears, who do you say you are? Who do you call yourself out to be? Because that is who you are. What is preventing you from going after, from doing, from becoming? That is who you are. But that is who is holding you back. The identity that you have identified with. That's someone who can't, someone who is having a hard time, someone who does not know, someone who is lazy, someone who you are naming and identifying yourself as a person who does not and who cannot. That is holding you back. However, you must remember that you are a child of God. And a lot of times we don't think about it, we don't talk about it, we don't express it. But when you realize that you are a child of God, you have the capabilities, you have the resources, because He is right there with you, right? He is your ultimate source of what you need, of what you want, of how to be an XYZ. And so you start to walk around knowing that, wait, I am a child of God. God lives in this massive palace. I always imagine like everything is just exuberant. It's magnificent. So why can't you live in that same way? And I've asked myself that in the past. Like, what is going on? Why can't I? Because of my identity. I did not identify myself as a child of God, even though I know I am. But I walk around as if I'm not. I walk around as if I don't get the chance to live this abundant life. So who are you? Because that is holding you back. If you are finding yourself constantly in a space of struggle, in a space of not fulfillment, in a space of unhappiness, I mean, my goodness, don't you want joy? Don't you want peace? Don't you want just happiness and love and abundance and just being able to achieve your goals and have your dreams come to life? It's who you are. If you are that person and you know that, okay, I am the kind of girl that gets what she wants, that's just who I am. Because I know whose I am. So you know that. Then you become the kind of person who gets what she wants. That's the identity you're with. A positive-minded identity, basically. Right? Because if you're walking around with a negative attitude, a negative mindset, just a Debbie Downer, I think that's what I want to call it, then that's going to keep you away from your dreams. That's going to keep you away from getting what you want, from living that joyful, happy, magnificent life. You've got to change the identity because that's holding you back. It's holding you back. Think about something you achieved in life. It could be anything. You got so excited and happy because, oh my goodness, you did it. What is that thing? Now, who were you when you got that thing? You were someone who was disciplined. You were someone who was focused. You were someone who went after it. You were someone who worked hard at it. You were someone who believed. You were someone who had such great faith. Right? To some degree, one of those things is true. So bring that person back today, or bring a better person. Perhaps that dream in the past that came to fruition was a smaller dream, and now you have a grand dream. It's going to take a big type of person to do that. Mentally, faithfully. Because things change because of who you are. Okay, they change because of who you are, and who you are becomes the kind of person that operates in a specific type of way. So if you're constantly just in this lazy mode, like you're that lazy girl, that's the identity you've identified with, you don't care, your results show that. And therefore, whatever you want, you can't seem to get there because of your identity. It's holding you back. This lazy identity that you have identified with. Does that make sense? So you want to switch that up. You want to remind yourself of who you are. You want to remind yourself so that every time and with anything, you know the kind of person you are. You're the kind of person who gets what you want. You're the kind of person who follows through. You're the kind of person who can do almost anything you set your mind to. So stop walking around as if you can't. Stop walking around with that thought process, that mindset, that negative mindset constantly. Switch up your identity, because almost everything that you want is basically available. It is available. But can you grab it? Can the person who you are grab it? If you've seen those videos where you could see that, oh, the girl that gets what she wants, right? Why does she get what she wants? Why does she get what she wants? Right? It's who she is. It's who she is. She's capable. She knows how to do it. She does not hold back. And perhaps she does it in a very feminine way. But that's because that's who she is. She has this identity that allows her to step into what she wants. So ask yourself, what's going on with you? And is your identity holding you back? Because if it is, then it's time to change. Okay? It's time to change. Start with your mind. What's going on in here? Because a lot of times there's stuff going on in here. Like we could present a whole look that doesn't even give off what's going on in here. But deep down, we're insecure. Deep down, we are blaming ourselves. Deep down, we're beating ourselves up. No. You're not somebody in the past who just kept getting beaten down. You're not somebody in the past who was constantly walked over. You're not someone in the past who just doesn't know how to step up for herself. You change that. Okay? Speak positive affirmations to yourself so that they become a part of your life. So do not allow your old identity to hold you back. If you notice that you keep repeating patterns and habits that don't work, that's the old you. That's the you that you are stepping into. That's the you that doesn't want. That's the you that does not desire bad enough to get out of that situation, or to get what you want, or to just dream bigger, or to XYZ. You fill in the blank, right? So, who are you? Are you the one who can, who will? Or are you the one who won't? Or who feels incapable? Or who feels that it's not meant for you? If you dreamt it, then you probably want it, right? So it's possible for you. So, yeah. Fix your identity and remember that you are a child of God, that you are capable of doing what you need to do to get things done. You are capable of reaching your dreams and your goals. You are capable, and you can, and you will, and you already have. Right? Bring that out of you. Bring that out of you so that every step that you walk into is full of favor. It's full of favor. All right, my friends. So that's it for today. I hope you're inspired, encouraged, or motivated to some degree. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not yet, and hit the notification button so that you know anytime that I have uploaded a video. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.